Listen, life will try to break you, it will test you, it will put you on your knees, but here's the truth. Mental strength isn't something you're born with, it's something you build. Every setback, every failure, every betrayal, that's the gym where your mind trains. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop asking for easy. Strong minds are built in hard times. You don't get stronger by avoiding pain, you get stronger by walking through it. You don't grow by winning every time, you grow by refusing to quit when you lose. Every day you choose, do I stay the same or do I rise? Do I let fear dictate my life or do I dominate it? Mental strength means discipline when no one's watching. It means controlling your emotions before they control you. It means turning pain into fuel. It means fighting back when the world thinks you're finished. You are not done. You are not defeated. This is not the end. This is your comeback season. The question is, are you ready to show the world how strong you really are? Mental strength is built, not born. Nobody enters this world unshakable. Nobody arrives prepared for every storm. It's a skill, a muscle, and just like any muscle, it grows when it's challenged. Every time life pushes you to the ground, you have two choices: stay down or rise. When you choose to rise, you build strength. When you keep moving forward despite the pain, you build strength. When you stand tall in the face of fear, you build strength. It's forged in the moments you'd rather quit. It's created in the nights you want to give up but keep going anyway. The strongest minds aren't the ones who have had it easy. They're the ones who have been tested, the ones who have been broken, but refused to stay broken. Every loss has something to teach you. Every failure sharpens your mind. Every setback is a lesson in disguise. Mental strength doesn't come from winning every battle. It comes from showing up for the fight again and again. You don't get stronger by avoiding hardship. You get stronger by enduring it. You get stronger by walking through the fire, not around it. And when the world tells you you can't, that's when you decide you will. When doubt tries to whisper that you're not enough, that's when you speak louder. That's when you prove to yourself that nothing will break you. Mental strength is built every time you take responsibility for your life. Every time you hold yourself accountable. Every time you act with discipline, even when no one is watching. It's in the decision to keep going when the reward isn't in sight yet. It's in the patience to trust the process, even when it feels slow. It's in the courage to face your fears instead of running from them. Strength comes when you learn to control your emotions instead of letting them control you. It's when you choose not to react to every insult, every setback, every disappointment. It's when you channel that energy into building something greater. This is not about pretending you're not hurting. It's not about acting like you're unbreakable. It's about refusing to let pain define you. It's about using it as fuel. It's about making it your reason, not your excuse. The truth is, life will test you again. It will challenge you again. It will push you harder than you think you can handle. And every time it does, you'll have another chance to build yourself stronger than before. Hard times are the training ground for a strong mind. You don't discover your strength when life is easy. You discover it when life is tearing you apart. When nothing is certain, when everything feels heavy, that's when your true capacity begins to reveal itself. Hard times strip away comfort. They take away the safety nets you've been leaning on. They leave you with nothing but your grit, your will, and your fight. And in that space, you learn who you really are. A strong mind is not built in silence and safety. It's built in chaos. It's built in the moments you feel like you're drowning, but keep moving anyway. It's built when every door slams shut and you're forced to find a way through the wall. When life tests you, it's not trying to destroy you, it's shaping you. It's preparing you for the battles ahead. Every hardship is like a weight in the mental gym. The heavier the weight, the more strength you gain by lifting it, but only if you choose to lift, only if you choose to keep going. Hard times teach patience. They teach you to endure, even when relief feels far away. They teach you to focus on what you can control and let go of what you can't. They teach you that fear and pain are temporary, but quitting makes them permanent. You will learn that emotions can be intense, but they don't have to dictate your actions. You will learn that discomfort is a sign you are growing. That pressure is proof that you're being shaped into something stronger. You will discover that resilience is not a gift, it's a choice. It's the decision to rise, no matter how many times you've fallen. In hard times, you find the voice inside that says, "I'm not done yet." You find the ability to adapt when the plan falls apart. You find the courage to start over when everything has been taken from you. It's in the struggle that you learn the value of persistence. It's in the darkness that you learn to create your own light. It's in the moments when no one believes in you that you learn to believe in yourself. Hard times don't ask for permission. They arrive without warning. They hit without mercy. But they also give you something no easy day ever could: the chance to build a mind that cannot be broken. Every trial you endure is shaping you into someone who can handle more. Every challenge you survive is proof that you are stronger than you thought. And every time you push through the pain, you're training your mind to face whatever comes next. Stop waiting for ideal conditions. Start now. If you keep waiting for the perfect moment, you'll be waiting forever. Life will never line up perfectly for you. The timing will never feel just right. You will always think you need more money, more time, more experience, more confidence. But the truth is, you don't need more, you need to move. Action beats perfection every single time. Every great achievement started messy. Every success story began with uncertainty. The people who win in life are not the ones who waited for the stars to align. They are the ones who took the first step, even when they were scared. They started with what they had, not what they wished they had. They acted before they felt ready, and here's the secret: you will never truly feel ready. Readiness is something you create through action. Clarity comes from doing, not from thinking. Momentum is built by movement, not by waiting. You can't steer a parked car. You have to get moving before you can change direction. And when you start, you learn, you make mistakes, you adapt, you grow. But if you keep waiting for the right moment, you rob yourself of those lessons. You rob yourself of progress. You stay stuck in the same place, convincing yourself you're being smart by holding back. But deep down, you know it's fear disguised as preparation. You're afraid to fail. You're afraid to look foolish. You're afraid it won't work. But the only thing worse than failing is never trying. Every day you wait, you're falling behind the life you could be living. Every excuse you make today becomes regret tomorrow. If you want to change your life, you have to start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. The small steps count. The imperfect steps count. What matters is that you move forward. There will never be a perfect time to chase your dream. There will always be distractions, responsibilities, and reasons to delay. If you let those reasons control you, you will wake up one day wondering where your life went. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for approval. Don't wait for everything to feel safe. The perfect time is not in the future, it's right now. And the sooner you start, the sooner you'll realize you should have started sooner. Pain is a tool for growth, not something to avoid. Most people run from it. They hide from discomfort. They choose the easy path because it feels safe. But what they don't realize is that pain is the very thing that shapes them. It's the fire that forges strength. It's the weight that builds endurance. Without pain, there is no growth. You don't become stronger by avoiding challenges. You become stronger by facing them head on. Every time you push through pain, you prove to yourself that you are capable of more. It's in those moments when your body wants to quit, when your mind wants to give up, that you discover what you're truly made of. Pain is feedback. It tells you where you are weak and where you need to grow. It exposes the areas you've been neglecting. It forces you to confront the truth about yourself. You cannot build mental or physical strength in comfort. Comfort may feel good, but it keeps you the same. Pain pushes you into transformation. It stretches your limits and expands what you believe is possible. It teaches you resilience, patience, and discipline. It teaches you to keep moving forward even when it hurts. The greatest breakthroughs in life come right after the greatest struggles. The moments you wanted to stop but didn't, those are the moments that change you forever. Pain will visit you whether you invite it or not. Life will throw challenges at you, and you will feel them deeply. But instead of asking, "Why me?" start asking, "What is this teaching me?" See every hardship as a lesson. See every setback as training. Because that's what it is: training for the mind, for the body, for the spirit. Every champion you've ever admired has a history of pain behind their success. They didn't avoid it. They embraced it. They used it. They turned it into fuel. You have that same choice. You can let pain break you, or you can let it build you. You can run from it, or you can face it and grow. When you understand that pain is not your enemy, but your teacher, everything changes. You stop living in fear of hard times. You stop avoiding the struggle. You start walking into it with purpose, knowing that it's shaping you into something greater. Pain is not the end, it's the process. And the process is what makes you unshakable. Resilience comes from refusing to quit after failure. Failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of it. Every person who has ever achieved something great has a trail of failures behind them. They didn't get there by avoiding mistakes. They got there by surviving them, by learning from them, by refusing to let them define who they were. Failure will try to convince you that you're not good enough. It will whisper in your ear, telling you to walk away, to stop trying, to protect yourself from more disappointment. But resilience is built in the moment you hear that voice and keep going anyway. It's built when you look at your setbacks and decide they are not the end of your story. You can let failure bury you, or you can use it as the foundation you build on. Every time you rise after falling, you grow stronger. Every time you push forward despite the bruises, you train your mind to endure more. Resilience is not about avoiding pain. It's about walking through it with the belief that you will come out stronger on the other side. It's about holding on to your vision even when everything around you is telling you it's impossible. The truth is, failure hurts. It will knock the wind out of you. It will make you question yourself. But it also carries the seeds of wisdom. It teaches you what doesn't work. It sharpens your strategy. It forces you to adapt and improve. Every failed attempt is just one step closer to the one that works. If you quit after failure, you guarantee that you never succeed. But if you keep going, you give yourself another chance to win. Resilience is built in the space between falling and standing back up. It's built when you decide that a bad chapter does not mean the book is over. It's built when you refuse to let temporary defeat become permanent. People who are truly resilient don't escape failure, they embrace it. They understand that it's a teacher, not a death sentence. They know that setbacks are simply setups for comebacks. Every scar tells a story of a time they didn't quit. Every lesson came from something that didn't go as planned, and every victory was made sweeter by the battles they had to fight to get there. When you refuse to quit after failure, you send a message to yourself and to the world: nothing can stop you. You are willing to fall as many times as it takes to reach your goal. You are willing to fight until the very end, and that is where true resilience is born. Daily discipline builds unshakable mental power. It's not the big moments that make you strong. It's the small decisions you make every single day. Discipline is the quiet work you do when no one is watching. It's waking up when you said you would, even if you don't feel like it. It's sticking to your plan when it would be easier to quit. It's doing what's necessary, not just what's comfortable. Every act of discipline is a message to your mind: I am in control. It's how you train yourself to follow through, no matter how you feel in the moment. Feelings are temporary. Commitment is lasting. Discipline teaches you to act on your commitments instead of your moods. And when you do that consistently, you start to trust yourself. That trust is where mental power grows. You stop relying on motivation because motivation fades. You rely on habits because habits keep you moving when your energy is gone. Daily discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's the difference between wishing for change and creating it. It's not glamorous, it's not exciting, sometimes it's boring, but it's in those repetitive, consistent actions that real transformation happens. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you strengthen your willpower. Every time you choose effort over excuses, you sharpen your mind. Discipline builds patience. It teaches you that results don't happen overnight. It reminds you that greatness is earned through time, not instant gratification. It forces you to delay comfort in exchange for something greater down the road. And when life gets hard, discipline becomes your anchor. It keeps you steady when everything else feels uncertain. It gives you structure when chaos tries to pull you apart. Without discipline, your mind drifts. With discipline, your mind focuses. It becomes sharper. It becomes stronger. It becomes unshakable. Daily discipline is like lifting weights for your mind. Each day you stick to your commitments, you add strength. Each day you push yourself to do the hard thing, you add resilience. It doesn't matter how small the action is, what matters is that you do it, because small actions done consistently create massive results over time. When you master daily discipline, you don't have to wonder if you'll succeed. You know you will, because you have trained yourself to keep going, no matter what. And that is how mental power is built, not in a single moment of inspiration, but in the countless moments of discipline that no one else sees. Control emotions before they control you. Your emotions are powerful. They can fuel you or they can destroy you. They can push you forward or they can pull you off track. When you let emotions run wild, they can make you say things you regret. They can make you act without thinking. They can turn small problems into disasters. But when you learn to control them, you turn that power into strength. Control doesn't mean ignoring how you feel. It means understanding it. It means pausing before you react. It means asking yourself if your next move will help you or hurt you. Most people are slaves to their emotions. If they feel angry, they lash out. If they feel afraid, they hide. If they feel sad, they stop trying. But you are not your emotions, you are the one who decides what to do with them. When you feel anger, you can channel it into determination. When you feel fear, you can turn it into focus. When you feel sadness, you can use it as fuel for change. The moment you choose how to respond, you take back control. Emotional control is a skill, and like any skill, it takes practice. You practice it when you take a breath instead of snapping back. You practice it when you listen instead of arguing. You practice it when you stay calm in the middle of chaos. The more you practice, the stronger you get. And the stronger you get, the less power emotions have over you. This doesn't mean you become cold or emotionless. It means you become a master of your own state of mind. It means you decide when and how to use your emotions instead of letting them decide for you. Control keeps you from making decisions in moments of weakness. Control keeps you focused when distractions try to pull you away. Control keeps you steady when pressure is high. Your mind works best when it's clear. But a storm of emotions can cloud your judgment. That's why you must learn to slow down, breathe, and think before you act. Strong leaders control their emotions. Athletes at the top of their game control their emotions. Anyone who achieves greatness learns this truth. Discipline in the mind starts with discipline over feelings. When you own your emotions, you own your actions. And when you own your actions, you own your life. Turn setbacks into fuel for your next move. Every obstacle you face has the potential to break you or build you. The difference lies in what you choose to do with it. Setbacks are not proof that you're failing. They are proof that you're in the game, that you're trying, that you're pushing beyond your comfort zone. No one reaches success without being knocked down along the way. The ones who win are the ones who use every fall as a lesson. Every disappointment carries information. It tells you what didn't work. It points you toward what might work next. If you only see setbacks as losses, you will stop moving forward. But if you see them as fuel, they will give you the energy to rise even stronger. When life shuts a door in your face, it's not the end of the path. It's a sign to find another way in. It's a challenge to prove to yourself how badly you want it. Pain from setbacks can either drain you or drive you. When you shift your perspective, you realize that the frustration, the anger, and the disappointment are all forms of energy. And energy can be directed. You can waste it by complaining, or you can use it to power your next move. The greatest comebacks are born from the deepest setbacks. They happen when someone refuses to stay down. When they decide that the failure was not a full stop but a comma in their story. Every time you rise after being knocked back, you grow more dangerous to your obstacles. You become harder to break. You learn that nothing, not rejection, not failure, not delay, can stop you if you keep moving. Setbacks will always sting. They will test your patience and your belief in yourself. But inside that pain is the spark you need to keep going. Use it. Turn the disappointment into drive. Turn the frustration into focus. Let every no you hear become the reason you work harder for the yes. The people who succeed are not the ones who never fall. They are the ones who refuse to let a fall be the end. They stand back up with more clarity, more skill, and more hunger than before. You have that same choice. The next time life pushes you back, ask yourself, will this be my excuse, or will this be my fuel? Because the moment you turn a setback into motivation, you take away its power to stop you. Believe in your ability to rise again. No matter how far you've fallen, you are not finished. No matter how heavy the defeat feels, it is not the end of your story. Life will knock you down. It will strip away your plans, your comfort, and sometimes even your confidence. It will make you question everything you thought you knew about yourself, but inside you is a strength that can't be destroyed. You've survived every hard day you thought would break you. You've endured storms you never believed you could handle, and you are still here. Rising again starts with belief. If you believe you can stand back up, you will find a way to do it. If you believe you still have fight left in you, you will take the first step forward. Belief doesn't mean you won't feel pain. It doesn't mean you won't feel fear. It means you choose to move despite them. It means you trust that the future holds more than what you see right now. When you stop believing, you stop trying. When you stop trying, you lose the chance to rise. The ability to rise again is not about avoiding failure. It's about refusing to let failure have the last word. Every time you get back up, you reclaim your power. Every time you refuse to stay down, you prove to yourself that you are stronger than the hit you took. Rising again changes you. It teaches you resilience. It teaches you patience. It shows you that the end of one chapter is not the end of the book. Some rises are slow. Some take longer than you expect. But every small step forward is part of your comeback, even if no one sees it, even if no one believes in it but you. You are allowed to rebuild at your own pace. You are allowed to heal in your own time. The important thing is that you keep moving toward the life you want, no matter how far away it feels. Every comeback begins with a choice. The choice to believe that you can. The choice to believe that your best days are still ahead. The choice to believe that what's in front of you is worth fighting for. When you hold that belief, you become unstoppable, because no matter how many times you fall, you will always find the strength to rise again. Treat every challenge as part of your greatest comeback. Every setback you face is not a dead end, it's a chapter in your return. Every obstacle is a test, and every test is preparing you for something greater. When life throws a challenge in your way, it's not to punish you. It's to shape you. It's to see if you have the persistence to push through. The strongest comebacks are built on the hardest battles. If everything was easy, there would be nothing to rise from. A comeback needs a struggle. It needs resistance. It needs moments when you're pushed to your limits so you can discover just how far you can go. When you face a challenge, you have two choices: see it as the reason to stop, or see it as the reason to rise. The first choice ends the story. The second choice begins the comeback. Every time you keep going, even when the odds are against you, you add another piece to your victory. You turn pain into purpose. You turn failure into fuel. You turn fear into focus. A great comeback is not about avoiding hardship. It's about embracing it and using it to build momentum. It's about saying, "This challenge will not define me, my response will." Your response to each challenge shapes the person you're becoming. When you meet difficulty with determination, you train yourself to be unstoppable. When you push through resistance, you prepare yourself for even greater victories. Challenges are not detours from your path, they are the path. Every obstacle you face is part of the story that will inspire others. Every struggle you overcome is proof that you can endure, adapt, and rise. The comeback isn't just about returning to where you were. It's about becoming stronger, wiser, and more capable than before. It's about proving to yourself that nothing can hold you down permanently. Even in your lowest moments, remember this is not the end. It's the middle of your greatest rise. Every challenge you face now will make the victory ahead taste even sweeter. The pain, the doubt, the setbacks, they will all be part of the legend you're building. One day you will look back and realize these moments were not trying to destroy you. They were carving you into the person who could handle the life you were meant to live. So when the next challenge comes, don't shy away. Stand tall, face it with everything you have, because this is not just another obstacle, this is another step toward your greatest comeback. Then stand in the mirror and remember this: you've already made it through storms that should have broken you. You've already walked through fire and come out the other side. This challenge, like every challenge before it, will not be your end. It will be your turning point. It will be the proof that you were never defeated, only being prepared for more. So keep moving, keep fighting, and when the world sees you rise, they'll understand. This was always your greatest comeback.